We are waiting for a news conference tonight. Actually, it looks like it's getting ready to start down on, they just gave us a 1-minute warning. This is downtown Jacksonville, right near the Berkman Plaza. It has been scheduled for demolition. They realize there's some type of construction issue going on, and therefore they have blocked off this roadway in an abundance of caution. We just found out about this a couple of hours ago, sent Tarek Miner live at the scene, and we are waiting to hear an update right there from fire rescue personnel and also sheriff's officers. So let's go to it.
Good evening. My name is Keith Powers. I'm the chief of the Jacksonville Fire and Rescue Department. With me tonight is Chief Andre Ayub from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. This evening, we were notified by the contractor and the engineers that are working on the demolition behind me at Berkman II. They were attempting to take a piece of concrete down from one of the upper stories. It did not act like they thought it should act. Out of an abundance of caution, they backed their crews out away from the site. They had some of their engineers came in, evaluated the situation, and the decision was recommended to the city that we close Bay Street from Marsh to Liberty and the Riverwalk as well, just out of an abundance of caution, to just make sure we're protecting motor vehicles and pedestrians. The Berkman 1 residents have already been notified that there's no potential danger for them. There are brochures being passed out to them, keeping them informed of what's going on. If there was any concern whatsoever for any imminent danger, those residents would have already been evacuated before we ever held the press conference tonight. So again, this was done. The closing of the street was done, and the Riverwalk was done out of an abundance of caution. And we'll be glad to take any questions you have.
Can you tell us more about the process from here, as far as what's going to be done structurally?
Okay, so tomorrow they're going to be bringing in some more engineers to look at the situation, how they're going to secure that large piece of concrete that I'm talking about. The intent is within 24 to 48 hours that we'll be able to open Bay Street and the Riverwalk back. But that time's going to have to be fluid, obviously, based upon what they need to do. The contractor and his engineers felt pretty sure that they could resolve this maybe quicker, but we need to plan on 24 to 48 hours as we're going right now.
Will the engineer operations have to change at all that you're aware of, the way that they were going about demolition?
Yeah, I don't think we've gotten to that point yet. I think they'll work on that after they get the situation that's going on right now resolved.
We understand that you're working on the owner of the Berkman's engineering report. Is the city of Jacksonville going to be conducting their own engineering inspection?
Yeah, no. So the contractor has their own engineering team that's working on that. They just notified the city out of an abundance of caution, so we could, close Bay Street and the Riverwalk.
And so demolition has been discontinued until you guys figure out how to go forward?
Yeah. Obviously they've got to reevaluate the situation and then see how they're going to move forward. But that process will take place after the piece of concrete that we're talking about that situation's resolved.
What do you want people to know? There's a concert going on downtown, and I noticed people are parking their cars in this area.
Yeah, I'll let Chief Ayub talk about that.
Good evening. So we're in support role, as Chief Powers said. We have approximately 30 officers from traffic and security roles. Currently, we are rerouting traffic. We had that concert, and then throughout the weekend, we're going to be able to take off Bay Street and the Riverwalk.
Okay, everybody good? Thank y'all. Have a good night.
Okay, you just heard the captain right there with the fire rescue department saying that contractors who are dismantling the Berkman Plaza tried to take a large piece of concrete out of an upper floor. And as they were doing so, the concrete didn't respond the way they exactly expected it to. So out of an abundance of caution, they called their engineers over, who then contacted the city and said, hey, maybe we should do something about this tonight.
And we could see through Tarek's live shots there how close Berkman 1 is to Berkman 2. And as you heard the fire chief say, Berkman 1 residents have already been notified. There's no danger to them. They're being kept abreast of what's going on. He said that if any danger were to have come to them, they would have been evacuated a long time ago. So they're looking at 24 to 48 hours. That's what they're planning for the streets streets to be closed in the area as well as the riverfront.
And we will be covering this again tomorrow morning and on news4jax.com. So stay with us so we can keep you posted on what happens down there. Meantime, let's check out your forecast.